said, yo.
AC.
Brother Josh, amazing class, by the way. The class today was very, very,
Praise
very
God.
interesting and very it'll get you thinking. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm a little,
Yo,
a
spam
little
W's in the
trembling.
chat if you guys enjoyed the class, y'all. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Josh, you put your foot in this one.
Praise God.
The question I had, because I watched your from Fallen Angels to Pagan Gods class, and in one of the verses you went to in Enoch, it's chapter 19, verse 1. And then I read on to verse 2, and it said, the women also of the angels who went astray shall become sirens. I looked up what a
Mm-hmm.
siren was, and it was like ain't those like mermaids or like monsters or something?
That's one definition, yes. But a siren also means like a woman who uses like music and deception to deceive people. That's what it's talking about.
So they didn't become like monsters or like weird things.
No, no. That's what sirens mean. Like if you look at the context of Enoch, it doesn't mention anybody turning into any kind of monster. Sirens, that's related to witchcraft. If you look at the narrative, it tells you that the angels influenced them to become acquainted with witchcraft, all of mankind, in fact. So when it talks about a siren, if you look up another definition of a siren just refers to a woman who seduces with her singing or music.
Okay. They
Look it
didn't
up.
do that to fallen angels, did they?
No, 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 no. It said they became that after that. That was one of the results of that. They didn't siren the angels. It tells you that the angels saw them first from heaven and lusted after them. They hadn't even touched down on earth yet, and the angels already wanted to get at them.
Okay.
Wait.
And
Oh, my bad. My bad, Isaiah.
no, you're good. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask. I meant to ask this. So, if they had sex with the women, are they male angels or do they just take the appearance
They
of
took on
male?
they took on male forms. Yes,
So are they male?
and when if you're asking me, are angels always male? I don't know because they're spirit, but a spirit can take on the form of a male. They took on the form of a male. You're asking me if spirits have gender. That's
Yeah.
what you're asking me.
Because I was wondering, it's like,
Only,
why didn't any of them lust after the men? You feel me? If they're just spirit. So that's
well,
why.
those were the male ones. Those were the male ones, apparently, who don't have the desire for women. They had an association with women.
So does that mean
But
that they're. So are they genders or are they.
there are demons. They could have lusted after women, I mean after men too, because homosexuality, according to the Bible, is caused by a demonic spirit. So they can lust after the same sex or the same gender if you're looking at it like that, right? It just so happened when they did it like that, it was just the male side of them that wanted to get at the women. You understand? And the Bible only talks about them taking on male forms. It don't. There's nothing that says about an angel ever taking on a female form. That doesn't mean it can't.
Okay. I was just curious about. I
But
wanted to ask that during the class, but I didn't want to interrupt.
yeah. But think about it. If you're a demon and the demon is a male and the demon possess you and they put that homosexual spirit on you to make you want to go after another male, then what does that mean?
But the demon's
Is there
different
really
than
a
the angel, though.
the demons are different than the angels, but it's still a spirit situation at the end of the day. It's still a spirit situation. That's what I'm talking about. Like, do spirits see gender all the time? Like opposite gender. You follow what I'm saying? Zechariah is not talking about female angels. Read that whole narrative that's representing the Assyrian and the Babylonian Empire, those women with wings. Y'all got to stop just going to verses and just ripping them out of context. Read the whole narrative. That's not talking about no female angels. I was waiting for somebody to pull that out the hat too. That's not talking about no female angels. You did not read. Come on the stage then. Since I read the whole narrative, come on stage, break it down then. Come on stage, break it down. Come on stage, break it down and show us that. Come on. You said he read the whole narrative. Come on. Maybe you did. Dizzy, come on stage, break it down. I'm calling that bluff. I'm calling that bluff real quick. Come on stage, break it down.
What's good?
Yeah, take us there. Book, chapter, and
All
verse.
right. Word.
You said these are talking about female angels. Those were your words, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the chapter in Zechariah. It's in Zechariah 5.
13:10.
Mm-hmm. Zechariah 5
I
and
believe so.
13. Zechariah 5 and what?
Jadeon might have mentioned 13. I'm
No,
not
that was
sure.
me. My bad. That was me
There is no
talking. I was saying 13.
there is no 13.
I was saying like
It
page
starts at verse 9.
1310. I was talking
It
to
starts at
myself.
verse 9.
That wasn't
Right.
him.
It starts at verse 9. Now, you said this is talking about female angels.
Wait, what chapter?
The woman. The
5?
woman coming with the wind and their
Yes.
wings.
You said that's talking about female angels. Yes. I know what it says, but you said it's talking about female angels, right?
Yes.
Okay, break it down.
All right. Do you want me to read the passage?
Yeah, read it and break it down.
Okay.
Or
Then
explain it. Mm-hmm.
the angel who talked with
Wait,
me came out.
what verse, my brother? My bad, Dizzy.
I'm starting with
He
5.
started at verse 5. Mm-hmm.
5:5. Okay.
Yeah. The angel who
Mm-hmm.
talked with me came out and said to me, "Lift your eyes now and see what this is that goes forth." So I asked, "What is it?" And he said, "This is an..." I don't know how to pronounce that.
That's a ephah.
Yeah, my translation says basket.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Measuring container. All right, that is going forth. He also said, "This is their resemblance throughout the earth. Here is a lead disc lifted up, and this is a woman sitting inside the basket." Then he said, "This is wickedness." And he thrust her
Now
down.
hold up. Hold up. This is what?
This is wickedness.
So are these good angels or bad angels, according to your understanding, these women?
I'm not sure.
Okay, keep reading.
And he thrust her down into the basket and threw the lead cover over its mouth. Then I raised my
Do you
eyes.
see how already now, Dizzy, do you see already is letting you know that this measuring stick and what you're looking at, these are symbols?
Yes.
Do you already see that?
Yes, I do.
So, okay, so when you get to verse 9, is that not the symbolism continuing? Because when you started at verse 5, it says, "Then the angel that talked with me went forth and said unto me, Lift up now your eyes and see what is that goeth forth. And I said,
Right.
What is it? And he said, This is an ephah that goeth forth." You said yours said what, a measuring tool?
Yeah, basket.
A
Measuring
basket,
container.
right? This is a basket that goes forth, right? It says, he said, "Moreover, this is their resemblance through all the earth." Then it says, "And behold, there was lift up a talent of lead, and this is a woman that sitteth in the midst of the basket." Are you starting to see it yet?
Yeah.
This woman sitting in the middle of the basket. So is this talking about an angel or female angel here?
No.
Okay, let's keep reading. And he said, "This is wickedness." This woman sitting in the basket. "And he cast it into the midst of the ephah, and he cast the weight of lead upon the mouth thereof." Then verse 9 says, Then lift I up mine eyes and looked, and behold, there came out 2 women. Remember, the symbolism is that what this woman represents sitting in this basket. Then I looked up, and there came out 2 women, and the wind was in their wings, for they had wings like the wings of a stork, and they lift up the ephah, the basket, between the earth and the heaven. This is a visual. This is a vision using women with wings as symbolism, not women angels. You just said that this was not a literal woman sitting in this basket, and this woman is referenced again in verse 9. You can't magically make her now be a literal female angel with wings. You cannot do that. That's called context. That's why I said, you said you read it. Okay, I believe you. You read it, but you didn't keep it in context. Then it tells you in verse 10, then said I to the angel that talked with me. Notice it lets you know and uses the word angel to let you know when he's talking to an actual angel. These women are never referred to as angels. But the angel who's talking to Zechariah is letting him know that. Then it says, then said I to the angel that talked with me, whither do these bear the ephah? Right? And he says, and he said unto me, to build it a house in the land of Shinar. That's Babylon. And it shall be established and set there upon her own base. This is not talking about literal women. This is women being used in a vision and a metaphor with wings to symbolize something being rebuilt or built up. That's why you saw it earlier yourself when I asked you, is a literal woman.
What do you think the two women represent?
They represent the two places that are going to be built up, like Shinar and I think Assyria, the two places. These are the two things that were dealing with the children of Israel at that time, the Assyrian Empire and the Babylonian Empire.
The places are
the nations, like the northern kingdom was taken into captivity by the Assyrians. The southern kingdom was taken into captivity by the Babylonians. And if you read Genesis chapter 10, it tells you that the land of Shinar is Babylon, because that's where they went to build the Tower of Babel.
Right.
But this is not talking about any actual women with wings or any angels in the form of women.
Okay, but you think the women represent subjects?
Yes, it's a metaphor. If you start off at the very first beginning, it tells you in verse 5, then the angel that talked with me went forth and said unto me, lift up now. Matter of fact, read all. Is in your translation, does it just replace the word ephah with basket and reads exactly the same way? That's all it does?
Mostly, yeah.
What translation do you have?
I often say, man.
I'm in NKJV.
What is the translation you use? The what?
I'm in New King James.
Okay, that makes sense. Because I was going to say, bro, if you got a new translation, the only thing they doing is like replacing one word in the verse. That's a ripoff. But the New King James does do that. Right? Let me show you how this reads in the, I'm going to read it to you in the ERV. Right? Or the CSB.
Bet.
This is what it says. Zechariah 5:5. Then the angel who was speaking. Okay. It said, then the angel who was speaking with me came forward and told me, look up and see what this is that is approaching. So I asked, what is it? He responded, it's a measuring basket that is approaching. And he continued, right? Do you think Zechariah sees a literal measuring basket approaching, or is this just a vision?
It's a vision. What do you think,
Dizzy?
It's what he sees, but it's a vision.
It's a vision, right? It says, and he continued, this is their iniquity in all the land. So what does the measuring basket represent?
It's taking the wickedness away.
It says, this is their iniquity in all the land, right? Then a lead cover was lifted, and there was a woman sitting inside the basket. Is this a literal woman?
She personifies wickedness, so she's not a literal woman. Exactly.
Then it says in verse 8, I like that word too, personified. I like that. You educated. This is wickedness, he said. He shoved her down into the basket and pushed the lead weight over its opening. Then I looked up and saw two women approaching with the wind in their wings. Their wings were like those of a stork, and they lifted up the basket between earth and the sky. So women are a theme of this vision, right? So I asked the angel who was speaking with me, where are they taking the basket? To build a shrine in the land of Shinar, he told me. When that is ready, the basket will be placed there on its pedestal. This is not a literal basket. This is not a literal woman in the
Yeah.
basket. And these are not literal women carrying the basket.
Hold on. I agree it's not literal woman carrying the basket, but you also like you haven't shown me what they're symbols for,
It
right? We
says
know
because
that,
they're building a shrine in Shinar,
right? They're taking
right?
the wickedness to
Who
Shinar,
right, so the shrine can be built. Who's building it?
the angels.
Who's, are they literally the ones building it? These women building it? Or did people in history actually build this shrine in Shinar, which is Babylon?
See, I don't know what shrine is talking about.
It's talking about, you don't have to know what shrine is talking about. You just have to know where it says it's going to be built at.
Yeah, Babylon. I agree.
Okay,
Because the
so
way
did
I understand this is,
angels so
go
did
ahead.
angels build during the time of Zechariah? Did angels build a shrine in Shinar, or did actual Babylonians build shrines in Shinar? That's the question.
I don't think that's a simple question because
That is a
angels,
simple question. That's a yes or no? Do
I
you
do,
believe female angels during the time of Zechariah built a shrine in Shinar, or do you think the Babylonians who were worshiping pagan gods built
again,
shrines in Shinar?
the reason I'm
Which one
saying
you
it's
think
not a
did it?
simple question is because angels do things through humans a lot of times.
Okay, but doing things through humans, who's actually building it? That's what I'm asking.
Right. So yes, the
The
actual
whole
people
thing.
would be the Babylonians.
Okay, so who are the women being represented in this? Who's ever carrying this basket? These women with the wings like a stork. It never calls them angels. You're calling them angels because you have in your mind, when you see a humanoid form with wings, you have been programmed by artwork to say, oh, that's an angel. That's all that's
I've been
going on here. I
I
was an
mean
art major myself.
I've been programmed by biblical imagery.
I built so when you see these women with wings, that makes you think of an angel.
When you're carrying and lifting stuff and transporting stuff, I see that imagery in Revelation. I see that in Enoch.
Okay, now show me a male angel described having wings. If you got it from biblical imagery, show me where one male angel came in the form of a human and they were described as having wings. If you're getting this from biblical imagery, because when you got to these women and you saw wings on them, you went, "Yo, that's an
Yo,
angel.
Dizzy,
He's a
man.
female
Hey, it's all
angel."
good, brother. You can believe what you want to
I
believe,
mean,
man. But
Now let
the
him do it.
cherubim,
Give him a time. Give him
the,
a time. Cook. I want to see if he
the,
can do it.
the cherubim have
Show
wings.
me. Show me. Cherubims are not male angels. We're talking about when they come in human form. I said human form.
Okay,
Show
but
me.
so you would still recognize that wings are angelic imagery.
Yes, but I'm talking about human form. Remember, human form. That's what I keep saying. You saw women. That's human form. Cherubims are not human form, are they?
No, they're not.
Okay, but did angels ever come in the form of men?
Yes,
Show me when they came in the form of men that they had wings.
I don't have that for you.
So when you first see in a obvious metaphorical vision where a woman is mentioned, because I noticed you ain't the least bit concerned with the woman that was put in the basket. What happened to her?
I think she's a
What
symbol.
was she? She's a symbol. Is the basket a symbol?
Yes,
Is the sin a symbol?
yes. No, the sin
But
is
the two went.
the sin is
But the
the
two
reality.
women that did the basket get literally lifted and taken to Shinar?
No,
So that's a symbol too. Then.
yeah, but again, like
So
it's difficult
okay.
because
So wait a minute.
Revelation.
So okay.
Hold on.
So oh, wait,
Just
wait,
to
wait, wait, wait.
explain.
No, no. So the
Okay,
basket is a symbol. The woman in the basket is a symbol. The sin is a symbol. The lifting up of it is a symbol. But the two women, man, now get them out of here, Gideon. Now get them out of
nah,
here.
the two women are a
Now get them
symbol.
out of here. Bro, that's inconsistent. That's inconsistent, bro. You're straining to do some explaining. What you want to do is get to the part that you like. Can everybody see what's going on here? The part that he likes. That's the part he want to be literal. Can everybody in the chat see that's what he's doing? He can see the symbolism all the way till he get to these women. Even after the women, when it says that they was building the shrine, he even admits that's not actual. But when he get to these women, he wants to make that literal. You can't read the Bible like that, bro. You can,
What's good, Isaiah? Did you want to
He
finish your
did say
question,
that.
Isaiah?
Yeah, I still got some more questions.
What's good, man? We got you with one more, brother.
Okay, one more. Let me choose carefully then. Okay, I'm gonna ask this one. So when Jesus told the disciples to like go get a sword, does this mean that Christians are allowed to like get guns or like weapons to defend themselves if necessary?
Yes.
Okay. Can I ask another one since that was a small one?
No, I'm just playing.
You gotta ask
course.
Gideon that. You said no.
Of course, man.
I saw somebody in the chat say that Nephilim were trying to play with God and they modified different animals. That's how we got stuff like sirens and ugly animals like blobfish. Is that true?
Mhm. It does says in Enoch that they sinned against birds and reptiles and stuff like that. I'm trying to figure out, how do you sin against an animal?
I don't know.
Right. Also, if you read the book of Jasher, it tells you that they were genetically messing with animals. But the book of Jasher doesn't believe those were angels who did it. So it's kind of like they reject the angel part, but they explain what it means when it says the giants
Would you say
sinned
what
against them.
like people do today when they like be genetically messing with dog breeds and stuff? Would you say that's sinful?
No, breeding animals is not talking about altering genetics. Altering genetics means like you're trying to make what is known like a mutant. Like you're trying to make like a dog cat or a cat with
No,
wings
yeah,
or
I'm talking
something
about
like that.
like the people that like make tiger lions.
No, those are the same species. They're the feline. We're talking about tampering with DNA, rearranging your DNA. That's
Like a
what that's talking about. Like what?
like a centaur?
Yes, a half human, half horse. On the north, here's the easy way for you to remember it, Gideon. If they can't naturally produce through sex, and you got to tamper with them to make a hybrid or something out of them, that's what we mean when we say messing with DNA and stuff. We're not talking about breeding stuff.
So how advanced were
Breeding stuff.
they? Like, I guess how advanced would you say they were post or pre-flood?
If you read the book of Enoch, it tells you the stuff that they taught them, and they are modern day sciences. And people were living a lot longer back then as well. So whatever advancement they had, they didn't have that long to put it into practice. They only had 120 years. You follow what I'm saying? Now, a lot can happen in 120 years, but the world was also in chaos too. They weren't really focused on advancing technology. It was chaos. You follow what I'm saying?
You think some of that stuff got like lost and rediscovered like in modern times?
Yes, I do. They've unearthed the stuff. It's stuff that they know that they choose to tell us and stuff they choose not to tell us. But you can see some of the stuff that the angels, I got a whole class on that too, by the way, GDI. The stuff the angels were teaching them. They were teaching them high science, like real high science, some advanced stuff. The book of Jasher talks about genetic modification they were doing to the animals. And it even mentions some of the animals that came out. You follow what I'm saying? They look like a centaur.
The pyramids. If you read what's it called, Josephus talks about how the Egyptians were like the most highly advanced civilization even until his time was like the Romans, when he was around when the Romans were around, and Solomon's wisdom surpassed theirs. So do you think that the fallen angels helped the Egyptians build the pyramids?
When you say help them build, like were they lifting bricks and stuff.
No,
No,
like
but
gave them
giving them the knowledge,
yeah.
yes. But that's what all the ancient civilizations believe. They believe that. See, here's the funny thing about ancient civilization that a lot of people don't know. They believe that all knowledge, whether it was spiritual or just your craft, they believe all that came from the gods. They believe every bit of inspiration. Like if you invented a microphone back then, Gideon, they would think a god taught you that. They believe that about everything. The ancient Egyptians believed that their knowledge came from the gods. And the Bible tells you, at the book of Enoch tells you that angels are super intelligent. They're super intelligent. And they were giving man, in the book of Enoch, it tells you they were teaching man about deep mathematical concepts. They were teaching them astronomy. They were teaching them about how to work with the metals of the earth and all of that stuff. They were teaching them all kinds of stuff. So, yes. Plus, we know there's an angel over all of those nations, and then you got the demons. Oh, by the way, demons are also super intelligent, y'all. I don't know if y'all knew that. They're super intelligent too.
Is that because
Ever heard of them? So what?
Is that because of like age, or like they were just intelligent as giants as well?
I don't know about the giant part, but I know angels are like naturally intelligent, and the more time that passes, it just makes them even more intelligent. But with the demons, yes, age too. They've been around a while. Think about this. Say, Isaiah, you live for 5,000 years, never aged. You could have been dumb as a sack of rocks when you were first born. But all of that observation, bro, all of that learning in 5,000 years, you will be the most brilliant person on the planet. And that's what demons see. Demons know stuff.
No,
They observe.
angels are older than demons because demons come from angels.
Yes. Right. And the Bible lets you know that angels are very wise. They're very intelligent. Think about it. Have y'all ever noticed that in almost every movie, when aliens come, they seem like they have more advanced technology than us? Y'all ever notice that? You ever notice that, Isaiah?
Yeah.
The angels, the aliens. It's the same thing in the Bible. The angels are way more intelligent than us.
Speaking of aliens, do you think maybe that the angels, like the fallen angels, could have like shape shifted into like what people would know now is like those, those big headed aliens and like the sea people?
Yes, I have a class on that. Yes, and the demons can possess your mind and make you think you see that stuff.
Dang, brother Josh, you got class on everything, man.
I've been teaching on this for years, bro. I might do
You,
that shapeshifter class next.
you think if you could find those classes, you could send them to me?
Some of them. Matter of fact, I think my online store is back up and running. absolutebibletruth.com/store. Pull it up right quick. It's just absolutebibletruth.com/store. Some of that stuff on there. But it might be on Blog Talk as well.
Yeah, it's up.
Yeah. Now, the administrator, he told me that, if you first of all, you go on the front and look at the different categories and stuff I got. He told me if you purchase something, you got to go to first of all, if you want anything from my online store, you got to create an account, right? Then once you do that, because all my stuff is instantly downloadable. Once you do that, you got to go to your downloads and make sure that you downloaded it. So test it. If you want to get something, if you want something, test it out, make sure it downloaded. And if it did, cool. If it didn't, I have to try to download it and give it to you.
Okay.
My guy, Big Mo, he said he got his hand up. You can bring Big Mo Shay up, Gideon.